Hi everyone, so today I'm filming a makeup tutorial and this is just my everyday makeup that I'm wearing for the past week or so, and I'm going to wear into spring because it takes me not long at all to do in the mornings and it doesn't involve too many products, and there are 10 makeup products in this routine, so as I say, it's not overly complicated, and hope you like it. And I'm using quite a few things that you'll probably see in my favourites video that I'm going to put up next weekend, so yeah, keep watching and I hope you like it. The first thing I'm using is my Real Techniques buffing brush with my Dermalogica Sheer Tint Moisture. This brush is just the best at just quickly sort of getting the product onto your skin, and it blends it nicely. There's no sort of harsh edges left, and I find that because it spreads the product so well, I don't really use that much product. I quite like a very sheer coverage. I don't really sort of like anything too cakey looking, and so I just find this tinted moisturiser provides exactly what I want. It's got a little bit of colour, it's got hydration, it does also have its SPF as well, and it's, as I say, it's not too heavy, so it doesn't give too much of a glow to the skin, but it does give you a little bit. Now that I've used my Dermalogica Sheer Tint Moisture, I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Set Cover Up and the same brush again to blend this in. So I like to dab it where I want it, and then I go back and sort of blend it. And I've gone through so many of these concealers, probably about, I would say 4, maybe 5. It's not that there's something really great about it, it's just that it's the right colour for my skin. It seems to work kind of all year round, whether it's winter or summer. Somehow it just blends. I don't know. It's not the priciest of things. Last time I bought it, it was around 14, which really isn't that bad, I don't think, because it does last a really long time. And it was actually the first thing that I ever bought from MAC was this concealer in the London Covent Garden store many years ago. So the skin is looking quite nice and glowy now, but I'm going to add some Urban Decay Primer Potion to the lids because that's one area where I don't want to shine, because obviously I want my eyeshadows to last. I really found that this is the best primer out there. I don't think there's anything else quite like it, or anything that does the job as good as this one does. I'm now going to go over my eyeshadows, and the two that I'm using today is All That Glitters All Over the Lid and then Satin Taupe in the crease. And for the all over lid colour, it's just an e.l.f. brush. I do have a MAC 217, which is obviously the best one for this, but it's not clean right now. I used it with a black eyeshadow, so this does the job just as good really, but usually I would be using that. I have had this eyeshadow in my collection for absolutely ages, and then it wasn't until I see Viviane Does Makeup using it last weekend, I think, in a video, her sort of spring pastels video, that I thought, oh, I might as well try that, and I did, and then I've worn it kind of every day since. I think when you first see it, and if you blend it on your hand, it can look a bit orangey red toned a little bit, and that put me off of wearing it. I thought I don't want to be like I've got red eyes, but then the more sort of you pack it on, and then if you put a nice colour in the crease, I find it doesn't look like that at all. And so, as I say, I'm going with Satin Taupe now, and this is on a 239 blending brush. Just blends it seamlessly. I think brushes are so important, because it's not that I'm great at doing makeup or anything, it's just that the brushes I choose make it a lot easier, so my makeup looks half decent. I think if I didn't have high quality brushes, it wouldn't matter what makeup I had, because I think it is like the brushes that do all the work. Obviously having nice makeup products help it too, but I just think they just go hand in hand really. And as you see, I did take that under the eyes a little bit. This adds a nice bit of definition, and I just use whatever's left over on the brush to do that, rather than getting some more shadow because it might look a bit heavy. Now, I'm someone that loves eyeliner, but I have been kind of steering away from it a bit lately. I find out of my whole routine, that is what takes the absolute longest. So I have been going without it, and it actually makes me look quite fresh faced and don't mind it, so I've been skipping that and just going straight on to curling my eyelashes. This is the Uemura eyelash curlers, And then I'm going to go on and use my L'Oreal Telescopic Waterproof Mascara, which is sort of another favourite Vivian does makeups. I would say that she is my favourite sort of blogger, and I love her videos as well, and I really trust sort of her opinion of the things that she says are good. So obviously says it's good, went and tried it, and it is the best mascara I've ever tried. I did try and get it back in the summer, but I accidentally picked up the wrong one. I looked for the waterproof thing and I see this one in there with the blue packaging, but I just thought this one says waterproof, maybe they've redone the packaging, I don't know what I must have been thinking. But then finally I had to use that one up, and then as soon as I had the chance to buy a new mascara, I went and got this one, and it just really holds the curl, it doesn't smudge, it really defines the lashes, kind of you can actually see them, so that is really good. Whereas most other mascaras, they say they hold a curl, but they just really don't. My eyelashes just don't curl, and this does make them sort of really nice and sort of stand out. Now I'm going to go in with MAC's Dame and my Real Techniques contour brush and just put something up with the cheeks. Another thing that I've been doing that I kind of don't normally do is I've actually been skipping out powder. I've been trying to give it a go because I just felt like I was caking my skin up, and then I'm seeing so many sort of beauty gurus not wearing powder, and I just thought I want to give that a go, and it's not that bad. My skin used to be quite oily, which I would probably never have gotten away with going without powder, but now that my skincare routine is better, I've been able to do that, which is really good. Although I do want to try the Hourglass sort of diffusion powders. They just look really, really nice. So then I might be back on powder, but everyone's saying they're quite natural looking, so yeah. Now I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer with this powder brush from Real Techniques and just literally sweep a bit of this over the forehead, down the nose, and this just adds such a nice glow. There's no shimmer to it either, so it looks really natural. I have tried Laguna and I probably love it more than this, but I'm just waiting to use this one up. And as I say, as I'm not using powder, that does give me a slight kind of bit of mattifying, but not a lot because it's just a tiny amount. And I'm using Hoola again on my MAC brush. This is, I think, the 168. So yeah, 168. Great for contouring, and it's just going under the cheekbones, just like that. Do put a bit in my temples as well. So I'm using my Highbrows palette to add a bit of definition to the brows. I've always loved using powder, kind of more than pencil or anything like that. Just find it looks a lot more natural. And also with my brows, I never ever start the powder right in here because it just doesn't look natural. I find if you start sort of in the middle of the brow and then use whatever's left over at the end on here, so it's a lot more natural. And then in the bottom you can see there's a highlighting colour, that's just going to go under here, and a bit in the inner corner of the eye, just open that up. Really been liking this makeup look. I've worn it kind of every single day. Doesn't take me long at all. It obviously takes me a bit longer in this video because I'm explaining while I do it, but in terms of, you know, for work in the morning, I can throw this on in maybe just over 5 minutes, so that's good because I don't really like spending forever doing makeup in the morning if I'm going to work. And my absolute favourite part of any makeup at all is always lips. I just love lip products. They're my absolute favourite kind of makeup. And I'm using Bobbi Brown's gloss in Tutu, and this is so nice. And even when the shine has worn off, it leaves such a nice sort of colour. It's not a stain, but just a nice sort of matte colour to the lips. I find the Bobbi Brown lip glosses are never sticky or anything like that. Okay, so that is the finished makeup look. I'll zoom you in to have a look at what it looks like close up. So as I say, it's got really nice defined eyelashes and just a little bit of eyeshadow in there, quite nice natural brows, a lip gloss colour and a bit of contouring, just very slight, not much makeup at all. So this is the makeup look that I've been doing every day. I hope you like it. There will be sort of pictures of this look and everything on my blog, which is LucysBeautyLife.blogspot.com, and I'll link that in the down bar description box. And yeah, please leave in the comments sort of anything, any video requests, you like this video, sort of anything, let me know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.